At a glance, it's obvious that planet Earth is more water than land.
At first, it looks like there's nothing, but underneath, there is extraordinary biodiversity. One trunk of algae can sustain more than 400 species. There are snails, sea urchins, anemone. It's where life begins.
These are macroalgae forests, as indispensable for our survival as those that grow above ground. Through photosynthesis, they absorb just as much CO2 gas, and together with phytoplankton and seagrass, they produce nearly half of our planet's oxygen. They're also like nurseries for small fish to find shelter from predators. Along 2,000 kilometers of Chile's Pacific coast, these forests can grow 40 meters high and live for up to 25 years. But they are in danger.
There are areas, especially in the north, where the algae is being extracted indiscriminately.
Almost every day, Maria Campos walks onto the edge of these rocks to catch huiro, as it's called in Chile. It's hard work, but its escalating price has allowed her to send her 3 children to university. These huiros, or algae, are drying out here so that they can then be taken off to be sold. And why is this algae in such high commercial demand? Because they are the source of alginate. You probably have never heard of it, but believe me, you have consumed it. This is used for making your car's dashboards. It's the most expensive type. This variety is used for making creams, shampoos, and soaps. And this one, called the black huiro, is used in making the plastics that we use practically every day. It's also used widely in the cosmetic industry. From here, it's taken to a processing plant to be chopped and shipped, primarily to China and Japan. Chile produces 40% of the world's alginate, but much of it is harvested illegally. Maria Campos says she only takes what the ocean throws out.
This is what we call the head of the tree. The ocean threw it out to shore because it was no longer needed. This isn't the same huiro that the boat extracts. The fishermen dive, cut it out from the head, and kill it.
Licensed fishermen are allowed to rip out the algae, a technique that was illegal until 1980. Last year, 500 tons were exported, half of it harvested without authorization, in a thriving black market. Chile's long coastline makes it difficult to police. But there are other ways to help turn the tide.
Like assistance, for example, from seeding or regrowth of the plant in terrestrial environments and then put it back in the water.
It requires an investment, yes. But employing science to counter the depletion of natural species has already become a necessity, so that, as Darwin once said, we don't all perish. Lucia Newman, Al Jazeera, Pichicuy, Chile.